What's going on, guys? Aero here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about a crazy discovery that was made just a few hours ago, that there may have actually been a potential brand new Pokemon 3DS game that just never actually released. Now, if any of you guys remember, earlier this year there was actually a huge hacking of Nintendo servers to the point where 2 terabytes of Nintendo data was stolen by hackers, and a lot of that information has been coming out through various methods online, and that's how we were able to learn so many things about like older Wii games, and even like things about Mario 64, where if you guys remember, the whole Luigi model for Super Mario 64 was leaked by this, and we found out that it was actually planned or that it was in the code. And so there's many things that have come out from this leak, and even like the beta sprites for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. If you guys remember that, there was a time where everybody was talking about that because all of those beta sprites for all of the original Gen 4 designs came out as well. And so a ton of information has always been just coming out from all the information that has leaked from this. And one of these things has actually come out today in regards to a brand new Pokemon 3DS game that may have actually been planned a couple years ago. Now with Pokemon games, they always follow a pretty simple formula where we get a new generation and then later get like an enhanced or definitive version of that generation that fixes all the issues and adds more content. And this has always been the case. With Generation 1 we got Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue, and then the enhanced special edition game was the Pokemon Yellow Special Pikachu Edition. With Generation 2, we had Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver, and then later we had Pokemon Crystal, which gave us new features like being able to play as a girl for the first time and some other new content. With Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, we later got Pokemon Emerald, which a lot of people like to say is one of the best Pokemon games of all time, and I definitely agree with that as well. We've also got Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, which we also got later with Pokemon Platinum, which added more content and added a lot more new things and fixed the problems from those games. With Pokemon Black and White, we had those games, but then later got Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, which were full-on sequels. And then with Generation 7, they also did something similar where we had Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, and then later got Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which added even more content and even more things to do in those games. And even with the most recent generation that we have right now, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, while we're not getting any brand new games, they are giving us more content and enhancing the current versions through the means of DLC. Now you'll notice that I skipped the Generation 6 games with Pokemon X and Y, and that's because Pokemon X and Y are still the only Pokemon games where it was a brand new generation of Pokemon games that came out, but then they never got like an enhanced version or anything about them to kind of fix it up and give us more content. Well, from the leak that we've got here today, it looks like a definitive version or enhanced version of Pokemon X and Y may have actually been planned all along, but it never actually just happened. And so if you take a look at the image on your screen right now, you can see here that this is like the whole entire plan of their 3DS games, and this was pretty much found in like the hack that happened with all the Nintendo information that has come out. And so we can see here we've got version X and version Y, which came out on the 3DS, and then we've got Sapphire and Ruby, which were like the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire remakes. But then after that, it actually says version Kalos Reserve, version Kalos Reserve 4. So there's actually 2 more Kalos version games, and then after that we got Pokemon Sun and Moon, and then Sun 2 and Moon 2, which are obviously Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So the thing that's really crazy here is after Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, there were actually supposed to be 2 more games that were going to take place in Kalos, but it looks like they never actually came. And this is actually insane because if you think about it, these games were actually planned right after Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which came out in 2014, meaning that they were planned to come out in 2015. And what Pokemon games did we get in 2015? That's right, we didn't get any mainline Pokemon games. That year we actually had like a mystery dungeon game that came out for the 3DS as well, but that's pretty much the only Pokemon game that came out. We didn't get any mainline Pokemon games at all in 2015, and I remember a lot of people were speculating if anything was going to happen, and then we got kind of like really late into the year and nothing was announced at E3, and that's when people were just like, I guess we're not going to get a mainline Pokemon game this year. But now looking at this, it seems like that this was supposed to be the spot where we were supposed to get 2 more versions of Kalos games after Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and that's just insane to me how these never actually happen. But if I think about it, it actually makes a ton of sense, because if you guys remember in 2015, a lot of information actually came out about the Pokemon Zygarde, which of course is the 3rd legendary to Pokemon X and Y, and we didn't really learn that much information about it. It kind of was just randomly updated on the Pokemon website, and we got to learn about it. And then it was weird because they kind of just took this information about Zygarde and then shoved it into the next generation with Pokemon Sun and Moon, where you had to like find the Zygarde cells and like had that Zygarde cube, and it just didn't make sense because this was a Kalos Pokemon that was now a part of Alola, or like it was inside of the Alola region. It was just all over the place, and I really think that this makes a ton of sense now, that they were definitely going to plan on making like another Kalos game that was going to be focused around Zygarde, and that's why they had all these forms and so much stuff about Zygarde planned from the start. And it's crazy how this is mentioning that there were supposed to be 2 more Kalos games, and I remember in 2015 there were so many of these potential leaks coming out about like Pokemon games called Pokemon XZ and Pokemon YZ, and I remember there was like a fake Korokoro where even something about that in Zygarde came out, so maybe they were actually planning something like this from the start, but they just never actually happened. And that's really the thing that I want to learn more about now. From this leak, we know now that there were probably going to be more enhanced versions of Pokemon X and Y and 2 more Kalos games that were supposed to release most likely in 2015, but I really want to know what was the reason that these games didn't happen. Was it because something happened during development and they just decided to scrap the games? Did they not have enough resources to finish the game? Did they get told by Nintendo to not release this game? Or did they want to have more time to work on Pokemon Sun and Moon, which was the next generation coming out after? There's so many potential theories, and I guess we're just never going to know why these games never came out. But it is definitely interesting to learn many years later that these were planned to happen and that we were going to be getting more enhanced versions of Pokemon X and Y, but they just never actually came. And it's just really weird because it's like Pokemon X and Y is really the only generation that never got like an enhanced version, and it's a really big missed opportunity in my opinion. And a lot of people, including myself, if you guys ever see like a lot of people ranking their Pokemon games and like their favorite games, many people put Pokemon X and Y towards like the middle of their list or even towards the bottom because they feel like that the games were left a little bit incomplete and that there was definitely a lot more potential for them to be amazing. And that's definitely how I feel about it. I really think that these games could have had so much more, and there's definitely a lot of mysteries and just unsolved things that we still have about these games that we just never got, and getting an enhanced version of Pokemon X and Y would have definitely fixed a lot of these things. I actually compare a lot of Pokemon X and Y to Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, where when Pokemon Diamond and Pearl first came out, of course a lot of people had fun with the games, but there were definitely some issues that Pokemon Diamond and Pearl had, where like the battles were really slow, some of the pacing in that game was just really bad, the teams that some of the trainers used weren't really all that good, and even the typings on those teams didn't make sense because we had like Volkner using like an Octillery when he was an electric type gym leader. It just didn't make a lot of sense. There were definitely some things with Pokemon Diamond and Pearl that didn't feel right, but then we got Pokemon Platinum, which pretty much fixed all of these issues. It fixed the leveling issue, it fixed the slow battles, it fixed the trainers not having their proper teams, and it pretty much made the Sinnoh games into the best definitive experience. And I really feel like if we did get these enhanced versions of Kalos, it would have felt exactly like it did with Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and then moving into Pokemon Platinum, where this really kind of just feels like if we just had Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and we never got Pokemon Platinum, that's kind of like how Pokemon X and Y feels, where they're okay games like how Diamond and Pearl were, but they definitely have a lot of missed potential, and then Pokemon Platinum really fixed that, and I'm sure that these enhanced versions of Kalos would have done the same thing. And so this is definitely some insane information to have come out today, but I guess we're just never going to know what these enhanced remakes of X and Y would have really been like, and that's kind of a shame because I am so curious to see what they could have done, and I really do feel like if these enhanced versions did come, they could have been some of the best Pokemon games that we've ever gotten. Honestly, I'd be fine if many years from now, instead of getting Pokemon X and Y remakes, they just give us these enhanced versions that never actually came instead. I'd totally be fine with that, but I guess we're just never really going to know what these enhanced versions really could have been like. And so there you go guys, that's all the information about the possibility that enhanced versions of Pokemon X and Y may have actually been in development but just never actually released. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please be sure to click that like button and also comment down below and let me know what you guys think of this. How do you guys feel if we did end up getting enhanced versions of Pokemon X and Y? And why do you guys feel like that these enhanced versions never actually came out? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Pokemon content in the future, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.